Okay, so isn't this a fun little thing? You know, things come, things get in our way, and this past week, the thing that's gotten in my way is a little tiny drip in my sewing room, and so I thought I would share like behind the scenes of what happens when the sewing room floods. So it's not very fun, it's super frustrating, it doesn't let me sew, it disrupts everything. As you can tell, the shelves are all a mess, piles are everywhere. So let's take a look around. So usually, you know, we always share what is happening and what is going on that's fun, exciting, new projects. What are we working on? What are we sewing on? Well, to tell you what's happening right now, it is a mess. So I was gone for a little bit, and when I came back, I was back for 2 days and didn't realize that I had a little tiny pinhole drip that was coming down my wall and got my carpet wet. It was a slow drip, of course, and I didn't realize it until I came in my sewing room and my shoes were off. And I was like, what the heck? Why are my feet all wet? And my carpet was wet. So this is what happens, is you have to empty all the shelves. You have to move all the storage. And you have to set up 1, 2, you have to go buy some new fans, a dehumidifier, and a mega fan. And you have to sit surrounded by all of your piles and everything you have on the shelves in a mess. And so all my books, everything is scattered, everything is like double stacked on the shelves. Luckily, I didn't have, there was one box on the ground, and it got soaked, and it had long arm stuff in it, and they were in plastic bags, and so it didn't really matter. I had to cover up the machine. I had a big piece of sheet or backing fabric, so I covered up the machine so we could poke a hole. It's not fixed, it's capped, and this shelf had water behind it or underneath of it, and so it's really pegged in there pretty good, so we could just only lean it forward to dry the carpet underneath. But this is really what happens when you've got a leak in the wall of your sewing room, and everything gets piled up, piled up, piled up. And this is coming back from a quilt retreat, so I have not even unpacked anything over here, because there's no way I can use my machine. I guess I could, but yeah. So that is what's going on over here. What's going on in your sewing room? I'm hoping you're in a better scenario than me. And have you ever had your room flooded? What did you do? How did it go? I'm kind of nose blind to it at this point. Like, I walk out, and then when I come back in, it does smell just a titch musty. It's getting better. It's getting better since it's drying. But the fans and sitting in here, it's really loud. It's really windy, and I have to put a sweater on if I'm going to spend more than 5 minutes in here, because literally my hair blows because it's all on the back wall, which is where my computer sits. So that's it for me right now. What are you up to?